Welcome to Board Game Animal. My name is Justin. You know what would be fun if we did a review of Trick or Treat Games' version of Scoville, where I progressively eat hotter things while trying to keep my composure in doing the review. Now, I love spicy foods, and some of these things are things I regularly eat, but not quite sequentially like this. But you know what? Here goes. In Scoville, you're managing, auctioning, harvesting, and then selling peppers. As the fields fill with peppers, you're able to then breed new peppers by moving your farmer across the field. And as they move about, you're going to be making critical decisions on where to go and where best to reap what you've sown. Speaking of reaping what we've sown, truffle tots. Mm. You know, there's something nice and satisfying about moving around and picking up the products of what you've planted. That planting, harvesting, and selling, the flow of the game is really nice and actually feels really natural and organic to what you're doing. And regardless of the varied player counts, the flow of the game is unaffected and works well at all of them. Mm. There's a lot of nice player interaction through the share board where you constantly have that struggle of balancing out trying to benefit yourself, not do something that will overtly benefit your opponents, but at the same time, not squandering the possibilities that they've then created for you by their own actions. But through the auctions and the race to complete sales, you're always interested in what everyone else has going on, so it's a very interactive experience throughout. Hmm. Okay. Let's see. I may have ordered these wrong. Here's the catch. The game does at times feel very mathy and strict. For instance, the breeding chart that you have next to you may seem a little overwhelming and dizzying at first when you first see it. And trying to parse the best options every single step of the way may seem like a lot, because to be honest, there are a lot of combinations for what might happen and what direction you might want to go in. But through the phases of the game and then the mid-game reset of both the goals and the contract, the game gives you a lot of wiggle room, things to play with. Uh, like pizza. Actually, let me take my purse. Now my hands are filthy now. Oh, look at that. Additionally, you do have one-time abilities that spice the game up. I'm sorry, pun intended. And you could use these one-time abilities in lieu of endgame points. And they make the game just slightly easier while you're playing. And while those endgame points are great, those abilities may turn a okay turn into a great one. If you need just, that little extra boost. Ooh. Oh, wow. If you like games that have a lot of resource management, things that are puzzly and interactive with contract fulfillment and auctions, overall, Scoville is a great experience that combines all of those things. And now the game looks stupendous thanks to Vincent Dutrait's artwork and the production from Trick or Treat. But wow. But really, they knocked it out of the park with this one with the production. It's overall so nice. All of the components, the artwork is fantastic from the box itself to the cards to the game board. Everything is super striking and the usability is fantastic. And this version of the game comes with an expansion module as well as a solo mode, so you kind of have the best of all worlds in one package. Bottom line is that Scoville is really hot. A huge thanks to Trick or Treat for making this video possible and for the review copy. I pitched this idea to them initially and they got a kick out of it. But to be honest, I wouldn't put myself through this if I didn't think that the game was fantastic. So consider this a loud and clear message to everybody that, like all of these foods that I've been eating, Scoville really is hot stuff. So yeah, I love spicy food. I love good games. Turns out Scoville, the game, is fantastic. Thanks for watching, and check on me later, please.
Oh, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, you're right. Of course. And don't forget to play board games like an animal. And I'm not eating that.
That wasn't too dramatic, because he eats that kind of stuff all the time. What are your favorite spicy foods? And if you want to check out Scoville, check out the link to the website down in the description. Thanks again for watching.